Hi there, I'm Rachel Gable, and this is your Fair Cattle Markets update for the 15th of June. You might remember last week we brought a story to you about Liesl Carpenter, who's the Wyoming rancher who brought suit against Biden's USDA in the case of racial discrimination as it relates to the debt forgiveness or loan forgiveness through the FSA for socially disadvantaged farmers. Carpenter, who's a female rancher from Wyoming, said that she did not qualify simply because she is white. Sid Miller, who is the Texas Agriculture Commissioner, announced Friday, I believe, that the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Wisconsin issued a temporary restraining order against the Biden administration, temporarily ceasing payments under the USDA loan forgiveness program. Miller said, "This is a big win for the U.S. Constitution and a return to fundamental American ideal that all men are created equal. This is a clear signal that the Biden administration has to stop picking winners and losers and stoking racial tensions, especially in the agriculture sector. American agriculture is too important to our country and the world to have it used as a political tool by this administration." The $4 billion American Rescue Plan, $4 billion of that program were going to be used for this loan forgiveness program. And the Department of Agriculture interpreted socially disadvantaged to members to include, African Americans, Hispanics, Native Americans, Alaskan Natives, Asian Americans, and Pacific Islanders. White farmers and ranchers are not included in the department's definition. In this program, 120% of their loan would have been forgiven. So that takes care of any tax and that sort of thing. So I did read the same version of this story on a couple different outlets, NBC, NPR, and it is certainly one of those that if you believe in media bias, you might find it. It was interesting, the different takes on the same information. I also wanted to report back. Remember last week I told you that we know how big an issue labor is, especially with small meat processors. And I do the social media for a small meat processor here in my community, and I had put out a help wanted ad on social media and I've done it. It is the same ad. I copy and paste that sucker, and it's the same ad. I've run it like 3 or 4 times over the last, 2 years. And I don't know that I've ever had more than 1 or 2 applicants, but this time I had like 10. Well, the first one didn't want to, he or she just wanted to come in and like be the head boss. So that's not what they were looking for. A couple others had some experience, but something else was going on. I don't know all the details. And then they did find somebody that they really wanted, and he came for a day. We haven't seen him since. So if it sounded like I was saying that labor is no longer a problem when it comes to small processors, goodness gracious, don't hear me say that. At any rate, if you are in Colorado, Nebraska, Wyoming, and you're watching, I'm interested in getting a list of folks who are legends in the agriculture industry. I'm thinking along the lines of Dr. John Matsushima, Evan Slack, Mr. Maddox from Nebraska, those sorts of guys. And I'm trying to get this done so that we can get some research down on paper and get these stories written. And if you have some folks that you think belong on that list, if you would shoot it my way, I would appreciate it, because I want to get past just the usual suspects, if you will. So, at any rate, this is Rachel Gable, and this is your Fair Cattle Markets update for the 15th of June. I hope it is not a gajillion degrees where you are and you're getting some rain. Talk to you tomorrow.